Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Willis on the option to the right. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Willis. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw, Willis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Prescott on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry down for Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott sliding out of the pocket, going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Commanders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's
into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because it comes.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Let's go now.
They go play action with Willis. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. With a carry, it's Grimes. Gets through and now an opening. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Cowboys take over first half again at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now from the 50. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Dallas.
And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll run here with Rodriguez. Down the sideline he goes. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Willis. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Sly able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A first down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And it's a fumble. innocent here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoid. He's got him in. Complete. A big play here for Dallas. 73 yards.
First and goal, Dallas.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Prescott to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cowboys 17.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd down and 13. Now Willis to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returning it, here's Spencer. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott looks to throw on first. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. Prescott now. Able to hit his target Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Commanders 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Ready!
Back to throw, Willis. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And he comes back with 1 complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On play action, Prescott.
That is caught. Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker.
29 yards.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that 1st win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Willis on the bootleg. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Willis will look to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Grimes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Still going. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Willis looking to throw it. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Were they even paying attention?
Guys.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Willis. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Now 3rd down and very long.
19 tight. 10 through 11. 10 through 11.
Here's Willis. And that will be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Commanders 34.
So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. Are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
15. First down, Cowboys.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pollard gets it off the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1.